Alright, welcome everybody. This is going to be our Jurassic World 2, or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom movie review, Jurassic World 2. I got Venom here. Say what's up, Venom.
What's up?
So this is going to be a spoiler review. And so if you haven't seen the movie, you don't need to do anything about that. So, what did you overall think? Well, first of all, let me give you my one word for this movie, and that is stupid. I thought it was stupid. It's not like the worst movie I've ever seen. It's just, oh god, it's dumb. What'd you think?
When you look at it as a Jurassic Park film, it was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at it as an overall dinosaur film, it was still stupid. It was stupid. It had a lot of good parts,
I
but
told you.
there were so many stupid parts. So many stupid parts.
Okay, let's talk about the actors. I actually liked Chris Pratt and Dallas Bryce Howard. I thought they were good in the movie. I did not like the two animal rights. Dude, isn't that girl? I was like, is that Yvette Falarka? Like the one
I
up
liked
in
the girl just because she was cute, but the dude was annoying.
The dude should not have been there. If you're that scared, why are you going to an island where you know hundreds of people died? There's still dinosaurs there, and why do you keep asking, are they still alive? They still alive? I'm like, dumbass, you went there to get them off because they're alive. Did you not know this, dumbass? What a dumbass! That guy, and when they go into the mansion, they're like, the ventilation system is down. How do you know? How do you know how that system works? How do you know about that there is a ventilate? How do you know anything about that? How did they know that? I wouldn't know how to. That's stupid, dude.
They always seem to know everything.
Yeah, they're millennials. They know everything, and then the scene where the army dude, shoots Chris Pratt, and then Yvette Falarka does like a combat roll and picks up the gun. She's like, "Could make my day." I'm like, "Oh, you got weapons training?" Like, okay, she knows like ninja stuff and weapons training. Oh man, it was just so, and I could not believe they left Chris Pratt there. This is like this is murder. Like, that's so illegal. Like,
I guess technically everything they're doing there is illegal.
Dude, there's no way any of that could be legal. And this dude is already rich. So why is he risking all this shit to do something so illegal? How are you not going to get caught if a dinosaur shows up magically in Russia? After you publicly already did all this, everyone knows you went there. What, like...
Where they're trying to use the dinosaurs for like war and stuff, so obviously people are gonna find out about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like, all right, the U.S. Army has a dinosaur. Wait, where did you get them from?
Oh, it wasn't us, the only dinosaur-making company in the world. I don't know.
There was only one island in the entire planet with dinosaurs.
It was so dumb. Let's start at the beginning. The very premise to me was stupid. Why would you go back there? You barely escaped with your life. Now you're gonna go back, and you know a volcano's about to explode. Why would you go back to save? These things went extinct for a reason, and you have these animal rights. Oh, dude, that animal does not care about your rights. It will kill you. What are you gonna be like? This is murder. This is murder, dinosaur. Meat is murder, dinosaur. This is murder. You're racist. You're racist, dinosaur.
I did like the beginning though. I liked the beginning part, but once I got out of the theater, I thought of something. When they're in the water at the beginning, the guy's all nervous. The guy in
Oh,
the submarine.
that scene
and
was
it's like,
good.
don't worry, there's nothing in here. We'd be dead. How did you not see that big ass dinosaur in there?
Yeah,
Did no one go there in the daytime and look in the water and say, hey, look at that big ass thing? Like, were they only there at night when it was rainy and they had the worst vision possible?
Yeah, because I think it was still in that lagoon thing, right? It was trapped in there.
Yeah, and the water is pretty clear. At least from what we've seen in the movie. So it's not some murky water where you can't see anything.
I feel like every time they want to raise the stakes, they just make it rain. Make it rain. Make it rain.
Yeah.
Like when they're at the house,
the same thing
rain.
with that beginning, I already knew what was going to happen because of the trailers. There were so many parts in this movie where I already knew what was going to happen because of the trailer.
Like when the Carnosaur's about to attack Chris Pratt, I already knew the T-Rex was going to come and save him.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Some lighting.
Yeah, we got lights. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, but like every potentially good scene was kind of ruined because I already like, alright, well, that's going to happen.
It was predictable, and I'm glad they didn't bring back that big-ass thing, and they're not going to, because at the end the T-Rex stomped on that boat. You know what? They're still going to fucking they're going to go get a little piece of it.
Yeah.
Well, the guy is dead, right?
Pick up the shard of the bone and be like,
the guy is
we're
dead.
gonna make another dinosaur.
Dude, this is what when I was driving back home, I was like, what's the most stupid thing they could do? I'm like, the girl's already a clone. They're gonna make a human raptor clone, half and half, part dinosaur human, to fight the other dinosaurs, right? And then there's gonna be a guy who's like the general who's training the guy, like his son or whatever, and then at one point the guy who's half dinosaur is gonna be like, I am the next step in evolution, I don't need you anymore, and then he kills him.
And the Asian doctor's gonna be there, what are you doing? You can't be doing this, it's not ready yet.
Dude, and then I went and I looked at some movie reviews of like people that are connected to the business, and they said they saw concept art and heard rumors. This is after I had already had my thought. And then the second review that I saw, it was a discussion. They said that they had heard and seen an art of a hybrid human dinosaur for the next movie. And they're already starting it with the girl. I knew she was a clone. When she looked at the picture and it looked exactly like her, I was like, "Oh, she's a clone." And then
that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in any film. Like, that was so useless. That was so useless. Why? God, the last half of that movie was so bad.
Yeah, the opening scene was good. It felt like the old Jurassic Park, like with the guys in the storm.
Yeah, and the rain, and the T-Rexes behind them.
That felt like Jurassic Park.
I like the parts on the island too. Like, honestly, I didn't mind the parts on the island.
Okay, I liked it.
It felt like it was at least.
I liked it up until they shot Blue and then they shot Chris Pratt, and then Yvette Falarka does her ninja stuff. Hey, I'm from Berkeley. Don't mess with me. Like. And then the stupid guy, whoa, I'm scared of everything. I'm like, oh god. And that's when it started. I was like, yeah, that's when it started to get shitty. Like, I was like, what? And then the volcano, the lava is like 3 inches from Chris Pratt's face, and he's not catching on fire. I'm like, dude, you can catch on fire within like 10 feet of lava. It's so hot. If you're within like six feet, you'll catch fire. And it's like 2 inches from his like boot. He's like right there. Oh crap! Oh, I better, because clearly heat doesn't give off like a It's not from you, right? You have to touch the lava. You have to be in it. It doesn't radiate heat. Come on, man.
He's a former Navy SEAL. He's lava resistant.
Okay, he's lava resistant. It's part of the training.
He went through the training.
Yeah. Oh man. And then I couldn't believe he went back there. I liked him. His performance was good, and so was Bryce Dallas Howard. But it's just the whole story is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, what did? Why do they keep doing this? Okay, first I was willing to say fine. They did Jurassic World. They made the park work this time, and it's working. And then there was a tragedy. And now they're gonna do the same thing they already did from the second movie, where the T-Rex got loose in San Diego, and they're gonna bring them to land again. This time, a bunch of them, not just one.
But this time it will work.
How long are they keep doing this stupid stuff. And what's funny is, like, even Jeff Goldblum, he's saying this is stupid. The volcano is nature trying to correct the mistake that we made. And now the humans are intervening yet again. And then so, like, I disagreed with the characters on what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like that was a problem.
Genuine parts where, like, especially when they were on the island and they're trying to escape and all the dinosaurs are dying. Like,
well,
I really like those scenes because it made you just like think about like this actually happened in a way. Like this shit was going on.
Well, like in the first one, the first one I consider like a masterpiece. Like it's one of the best movies of all time. The Jurassic Park from like '93. Like I saw that when I was in between middle school, I think, and high school, something like that, or maybe 8th grade. And oh my god, dude, because that was the biggest movie of all time until Titanic came out like 4 years later. I remember there was no internet back then, so my aunt and we had to drive to a whole bunch of different theaters over, and it was sold out for like 4 hours, sold out. Finally, we went and we just bought some tickets, and we're like, well, let's come back in 4 hours. So we went back, and then we got there an hour early, because in those days, you know, that's how it was. There's no seating or internet or no Fandango. So we just waited in line, and oh my god, it was great. And I'm a huge Michael Crichton fan. I've read all his books, even his non-fiction partial autobiography travels. But this movie doesn't even... If you were to hold it to that standard, this movie is so bad. Because there was this whole sense of majesty and wonder, like when the first time you see the Brontosaurus or whatever what's the big one? Brontosaurus, right?
Yeah.
It is so like, wow. And then in this one, it does even the same pose when it stands on its hind legs, but it's just getting like blown up.
Oh, you know what? I actually like that scene because that made me actually feel emotion. Like, damn.
Yeah, I did.
I
did. That was a nice. This movie wasn't like a humongous mess. It was just the story was dumb. Like that scene, I felt bad. And then the dinosaurs are all falling in the water. I'm like, dude, they're all dying. Can they swim?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like the Triceratops.
You can tell by this movie is they're starting their own. This is almost completely like they're trying to make it their own franchise. It's not even Jurassic Park at this point.
No, dude.
So if you take out the name, if this wasn't affiliated with Jurassic Park, it wouldn't be as bad. I don't think. It would just seem like a different dinosaur trilogy.
This is turning into like a Transformers Fast and the Furious, over the top shit. They keep making super dinos, like hybrid dinos. I'm telling you, dino humans are coming next. And then they're gonna team up with the Fast and the Furious people, right? Because Universal owns them. And then they're gonna come in, and then the Transformers are gonna come in too, and they're all gonna fight the dinosaurs. And there's gonna be robot dinosaurs versus real dinosaurs, and race cars.
And Godzilla's gonna show up.
yeah, and then King Kong. Oh man,
They're gonna mess up every Universal movie.
Yeah, man, they're taking this because that first one, God, it's so good. They're taking it into the ground, man.
Even the first Jurassic World, I didn't mind. I thought that was a pretty good movie.
I thought it was okay. Yeah, I thought it was okay. It was like an average one. But this is it's. Oh god, and then, dude, they're all cartoonies. $20 million. I'm like, oh god.
It's like, no, this is a prototype. $40 million.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess.
And you know what's funny? Is the whole total. Someone brought this up, and it's true. And I thought the same thing. All those dinosaurs, the total was only like $128 million. I'm like, that's less than the budget of your movie. for like
Yeah,
for like
if
15.
that's how much a dinosaur costs, that's pretty insane.
Dude, I think a dinosaur would be like $1 billion. Not 5 million or
Well,
10
how much
million.
is an F-35 jet?
Like 120 million. That was like all the
Yes.
dinosaurs.
So you're telling me I could buy a fleet of dinosaurs for the same amount as one F-35?
Yeah, dude. But see, the movie was 170 million. So that's not even the budget of the movie to get real dinosaurs. Shit, they could have just went out and bought real dinosaurs then, since they had the budget for it.
Yeah.
According to
Build their own
them.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, for real. Dude, that was way too low. Those dollar amounts. Who thought of those dollar amounts?
It'd just be like, 4 million. 4 million.
Yeah. And at first the one guy was like, 4 million is a slow Tuesday or something. And I was like, yeah, that kind of sounds low.
How about 100 million?
Yeah, for one dinosaur,
all
maybe.
of them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, jeez. And then that girl was really annoying. Why was she
The
going?
little girl?
Yeah, why was she going in the lab? And why was she sneaking all around? And like, why
I
doesn't
don't know
she?
how this... I totally even forgot the guy's name because this movie pissed me off so much. How was he doing all that under the old dude's nose?
Exactly. Under
I
no,
don't
literally
understand.
under
Literally
his nose. In the basement of his house.
You don't
He's
hear the dinosaurs.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't see this army right outside your window.
Yeah.
Like, what are all these trucks doing outside?
Exactly. Where does
And then
this
it's like,
elevator?
how could you do this to me? No, no, no. You're an idiot. You deserve this at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, dude. Oh, why is there an elevator now? I don't need to go to those bottom 3 floors. Oh my god. How could he not know that? And plus, apparently this character who was never mentioned anywhere in any movie was John Hammond's old partner. And no one ever brought him up. He's just a secret partner, and he got mad apparently because he cloned a girl. And that's why they stopped talking.
Wasn't the old dude the partner of John Hammond?
Yeah, the old dude was. He was the partner, and then he cloned a girl. So John Hammond was like, that's wrong, but cloning dinosaurs is not.
When the guy says, oh yeah, so he made another one, I just face palmed like,
Wait, who made another one?
the daughter. It's just like he
Oh, yeah.
losing his daughter, so he made another one. I was just like,
Well, I saw that coming, but I'm like, isn't this the wrong time to tell her when all shit is breaking
The reason
loose?
why I didn't see that coming is because I was so naive, and I did not expect him to do something so stupid.
Oh no. I expected that. I expected it.
What I did see coming was the little girl pressing that button. Though.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
yeah. At first, I thought Bryce Dallas Howard's character was gonna push it, and I'm like, dude, you are a moron if you push that button. Those dinosaurs are gonna kill thousands of people. And she didn't, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Okay, she's not stupid. And then they kept showing the door, and I was like, well, okay, the dinosaurs should die now, right? And it'll be sad because they'll all die. I'm like, why aren't they dying? And then I was like, oh my god, the girl's gonna push the button, isn't she? Oh, there it is. She pushed the button.
No, I knew she was gonna change her mind, and then somebody else was gonna click it. Because I was like, if these dinosaurs can't die, there would be no third movie if these dinosaurs die.
Yeah, that is the most stupid decision. Thousands of people are gonna get killed. I'm telling you, like, to save
they're in
animals.
Northern Cali at that point.
Yeah.
Those dinosaurs aren't even in Northern Cali because the end credit scene, they're in Vegas. So I mean, these dinosaurs are spreading across.
The raptor went. It could be also Southern California. So there's desert.
No, there's an after credit scene, and they're in Vegas, like downtown.
There's an after credit scene.
Yeah. What are the ones with the wings? Pterodactyls.
Oh, pterodactyls. Yeah.
They're flying around Vegas.
In the casino around, the casinos are there.
They land on the Eiffel Tower in Vegas, and then it starts showing the skyline of Vegas, and then that's it. So they're not just in California.
Oh my god.
So now all of Northern America is pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
They're gonna be spreading.
But see, the thing is, did they take 2 genders like Noah's Ark, or did they just take 1? I only saw one T-Rex, so it can't reproduce unless it becomes asexual suddenly. And you know how
there was only one T-Rex and there was only one.
There was only one of each. The only one I saw 2 of were the Triceratops had a baby and the parent.
But I guess if they just have one of each, they could just get the DNA and mutate more.
Yeah, but the army and shit is gonna be trying to kill these things, and everyone involved is dead. Why would they make it? Except Dr. Wu's still.
There's no logic involved. You don't even need to think about stuff like that at this point.
They're gonna refer back to Ian Malcolm when he said in the first one how nature finds a way. They're just gonna become asexual and be able to reproduce like without a mate. He's like life. And you know how Jeff go in. I told you, life finds a way. Oh, dude, that decision at the end was the worst. Oh, and it didn't have because they're a clone and I'm a clone too. Oh.
It's like Star-Lord deciding to punch the shit out of Thanos. It's just like why?
Well, it's worse. It's worse than that.
I guess, yeah. One causes half of all life in the entire universe, though.
Yeah, but he didn't do it like
knowingly. It's not like
he knew. He got emotional and lost his focus.
These people had time to think about it, and then they're like, no. And the little girl's, I had to do it.
Yeah, and now she's gonna... And you know what the worst part is? There were a lot of scenes where she's absolutely terrified. Like, the look on her face. Like, I didn't like it. I was like, this girl's a terrible actress. And then there were some scenes where she's just, like, horrified. She's like... She just watched people get eaten and murdered. She just got terrorized by these creatures for, like, the past hour.
She's like, yeah, let's release him on the world.
Yeah, the one went into her bed and almost killed her. Like, don't you think?
Get me started on those, dude.
It had its hand and it's all like, you know, in her bedroom, and then Blue, that raptor, saved her. So do you think a kid who just a kid who just got terrorized by these things, is she gonna release him now? Like, I think she'd be like balled up in a corner, like she's gonna need therapy.
What I also don't understand is like this dinosaur, or whatever they call it, the Indoraptor.
Mm-hmm.
It just pounces on people and attacks, but he decides to toy with this little girl and creep up on it like, yeah, I'm about to kill you, but I'm gonna take my time.
Yeah,
Instead of just
an animal
ripping
isn't
you apart like the other people. No, I know you're scared.
Yeah. Yeah, the dinosaur, it doesn't, an animal won't toy with you. It's just
and
like...
After that scene, it was back-to-back scenes of where, is something about to happen? No. Blue comes in. Is something about to happen? No, he has a gun. Is something about to happen? No, now the redhead girl's back. No. It's like,
and wait a minute, wasn't that the same gun that Chris Pratt was using? It had no bullets left?
There was a bunch of soldiers. At first I thought that, but then I just thought to myself, hey, she probably picked up a different gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't think there would be any way for her to get the same gun Chris Pratt had, because they were on like the top floor or whatever.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, they were on the roof of that house.
Yeah.
So, oh my god. Those two, I wanted both of those animal rights people to die. especially the girl. Like, there's so many. She's the one who let out Blue, right? Like, you keep opening cages. People keep opening cages and letting him loose. The army guy goes in there. He doesn't lock the cage. He leaves it open, and then he goes in there and to try and take the tooth out, and he gets jacked.
His dumbass obsession with teeth.
Yeah. And then the stupid guy, when they were all hiding in the elevator, why did he push the girl? He couldn't hide in the corner?
The one corner had two people, the other corner had
one.
He's like, I'm gonna push the girl aside and hide with this.
Exactly.
There's more than enough room to my left, but nah, I'm gonna push this hole.
And then of course, what does she do?
Like, oh my god! It's like you weren't screaming when you heard all those people dying and it tearing apart people.
Exactly. If she can hold it together to hide in that corner, why would she all of a sudden now she has a freak out? And of course the tail hits the elevator thing.
Oh yeah.
I think they were just trying to get you to dislike that guy even more, but then everybody died in there.
Yeah, there's always that character though. It's like, yeah, you need to hate this guy, but don't worry, you'll die. Dinosaur will kill him.
Yeah, and then the one dude gets ripped into pieces too. The other guy, the dude who was the kind of caused it all. Dr. Wu is still alive. He's the only one who's been around since the first movie.
That dude needs to be fucking killed. He's so annoying. I mean, he's the reason why all this is happening. He's just everybody's little toy, and he's forced to make these dinosaurs.
Yeah, and the first one,
If I was him at that point, I'd just kill myself. Like, you're constantly complaining about what these people are doing with the dinosaurs you're making.
Mm-hmm.
And how it's gonna destroy humanity. So why don't you just kill yourself so they can't use you anymore?
Yeah. He's the only guy.
You know what doesn't make sense? That scene when the redhead girl shows up with the gun, and she looks at Chris Pratt, and they nod their head like, yeah, do it, and then she puts the laser and targets him. How in the world did they both know what they were thinking? Like, yeah, I'm gonna slide under the dinosaur, and he's gonna fall in the glass, and da-da-da. You really
I thought
really
that was
thought
stupid. I actually thought he was gonna duck, right? And him ducking will clearly save him from this genetically engineered killing machine, and it was gonna fly off the edge and, like, I don't know. Like, I thought it was gonna live and just scurry off into the woods or something.
Why didn't they just target that laser, like, at a wall or something? Does it only work on, like things that are living?
I'm sure whatever the plot needs it to be, it'll work for that.
Yeah.
At that time.
Like, you can't just point at someone who was running away and be like, yeah, target him. Alright, let's get out of here.
What if you target at itself, like its own tail? Will it, like, eat its own tail?
I guess we'll never know because it's dead now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dumbass death.
It fell on.
Blue doesn't get impaled. She's perfectly fine standing in the middle of the dinosaur.
And you know what else they set it up for is, you know how Blue's blood is mixed now. He's got T-Rex blood in him.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they might find him, take some blood, thinking they're gonna make raptors, and it ends up. Wasn't that other thing like a T-Rex raptor?
Yeah.
So they can make a
T-Rex raptor.
So they can make another T-Rex raptor, but this time it's from Blue. I guess.
They'll make another one, and then the redhead and Chris Pratt will break up again, and then they'll have to get back together at the end of the movie.
That'll be dumb if they need to just not break up anymore. Just
it was pretty much like, all right, like they don't like each other, and then they get back together while they fight a modified dinosaur in both movies.
Yeah, I guess that's
it's just the same shit. What was the Dominus Rex? Wasn't that it?
That was a
That
T.
was a
That was a T-Rex raptor. That was the T-Rex raptor, right?
yeah. And
Yeah.
this new one was a T-Rex raptor too.
No, this new one was something else. It was like a raptor, but I don't know.
Oh, it was a Raptor Indominus Rex or some shit like that, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, because it was like an Indoraptor, right? They called it.
Yeah.
So that means but it's already.
It's like it already has that. It doesn't make sense.
They just changed the levels, I guess. They put the Indominus back and mixed it with the Raptor, and then, dude, I'm telling you, Dino Humans are coming. And I'm telling you, at the end of that movie, or there's a scene where they show the little girl's eye. I swear, dude, I was 100% sure she was gonna blink or something, and it was gonna be like a fucking dinosaur eye. Do you remember? There was a scene where they went right like on her eye, on her face, like mostly like on her eyes. I was like, oh my god, she better not have a dinosaur eye.
Just turns into a dinosaur.
Dude, I'm telling you, maybe the Dino Humans, they look human, and then like they're gonna go fight him or something, and then they're gonna be fighting with Chris Pratt.
That will be the biggest joke.
Dude, and it'll be like they're gonna try and make it look like a twist. They'll be like, "What are you gonna do? Watch this."
Kind of like the Hulk. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, I'm always angry.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my secret. I'm actually a T-Rex.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, I wouldn't put it. That's the way it's going, dude. From a movie like the first Jurassic Park, which that was for years. That was my favorite movie of all time. For years, until like I can't remember what I ended up liking better than it, but it's still probably one of my top 10 best movies ever.
I like the first one. I like the Lost World. I didn't mind 3.
I didn't mind 3 either. I thought it was okay because it was all like an accident. It wasn't like they were being stupid. The kid was just parasailing and they drifted over there. Which it was stupid that they were so close to the island. But, I mean, okay.
We'll let that slide.
Yeah, because it was an accident. I don't know about the kid all of a sudden, like, surviving for like 2 months and all of a sudden he's like Rambo boy, but whatever, okay. We'll say he was into dinosaurs and he knew like about them and shit.
Yeah, this movie is pretty much Jurassic Park's Last Jedi. This is their version. Like, this is their Last Jedi, I feel like. It's just...
And why every time in every movie when you have a squad of paramilitary guys, it's always the same exact thing. The regular squadron guys, they just die because they're just there to die, and then the leader is always like I'm like tough guy, but I'm evil and shit, and I'm just here for the money. Like 5 times in the movie, the dude's like, "Where's my bonus? Where's my bonus? Where's my bonus?"
Oh, yeah. What do you expect them to do? Here's your money. Like, after everybody just ran out and dinosaurs were loose, you think he's gonna give you the money between that?
Yeah, and they're always a jerk to the dinosaurs or to the whatever, to the apes or to the whoever, whatever it is.
Yeah, and then I don't like how they held back on the gore either. Like, they would put a little bit of blood, but it wouldn't be too graphic. It was like, come on, this dinosaur just fucking ate a dude, and this one just ripped his arm off, and like, there's hardly any blood anywhere. He has a smudge on his hand. Okay.
Was this?
We don't want to get too graphic. It was PG-13.
Okay. Well, the first one didn't have a lot of blood.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, like, there was like the goat getting eaten, and it throws the rest of it on the car.
But that's not blood. You see like a bloody limb fall on the roof of the Explorer. There's not like someone gets their thing ripped off or whatever, and then like Kill Bill style spraying
all over.
Yeah,
but they get it past because the movie was actually good. But I mean, like, dinosaurs eating people, like.
No,
Why does it have to be so like toned down?
they'd have to make it rated R. You can't have blood squirting all over the place in a PG-13. That's like the rule. You can have blood like
Yeah.
on things, but you can't show it squirting or guts.
Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, and there were a lot of callbacks to the old Jurassic Park, like exactly the same. Like when the girl's trying to bring down the thing, that's the same as when the girls try to hide in the kitchen in the first one.
Yeah.
And then with the toe tapping, the claw, that was from the first one.
Yeah, they did that a little bit too much.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we get it. It clicks like the
Yeah.
old one. All right.
It didn't, and then opening the door, that's from the first. It was the handle was even the same. Why don't they put
Yeah.
round handle? Well, I mean, whatever. Like what? Have you ever seen a house?
Dinosaurs got bones.
Have you ever seen a house that has those handles? Those L handles? Most people have the round doorknobs.
My house is like a mix, which is funny. But the doors to the actual room itself are round.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, to like get into rooms, it's usually not those kind of handles.
And why didn't she lock the door? She had the key.
I guess you can't really blame her. You don't expect a dinosaur to know how to fucking open a door.
I would lock the door just 'cause. I don't know why.
Yeah, why would you have your head outside the covers?
Yeah, I'd be in the closet somewhere. Not on top
That would
of
be
my
under
bed.
the bed, under the covers, in the closet, not like, I'm gonna keep my head out so you can see my head.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, and then what else was? I feel like there were. I can't think of them all right now, but there were several callbacks to even when the thing was standing on its hind legs, as the exact pose from the first one.
Yeah, I do like at the beginning of the movie when she first goes to the house and she sees the painting of John Hammond and you get that the old music.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
John Williams didn't do this movie. It was some other dude.
Yeah, you could tell. You could definitely tell. They tried to put their own twist to the old music, and it was just like, ah.
Yeah, and I saw this movie in the Dolby Sony Dolby Digital with reclining seats. It was loud.
Yeah, it was a loud movie.
Yeah, like my seat was like rumbling.
Well, should we give our final scores?
Yeah. So on the Star Strider scale, it's not good, man. It's not good. I'm gonna give this movie a 37.
Whoa.
But
Below
that's
average?
Yeah, cause like my scale between a 40 to a 60 is a C, so it's like a D plus. No, you know what? No. I'll give it a little more because I like Pratt and Bryce. I'll give it a 42. That's barely higher than The Mummy.
Wow.
I give The Mummy a 40. That's a C minus.
Chris Pratt's definitely one of my favorite actors, so that saved the movie a bit for me, and I just genuinely love dinosaurs, and there were some really good parts.
I like the
Parts that I loved.
I like the head
made
bunny.
my score go up. I would give it a 62.
Okay, so 20 points higher than mine.
Yeah.
So basically a full grade.
Yeah.
So you gave it a B minus, and I gave it a C minus. What parts did you like?
I pretty much liked the majority of the first half, and there were just some scenes that were so fucking cool, like before the T-Rex eats the big red dinosaur, the
Carnosaurus.
Yeah, like that was just like when that thing pops out, it's like, oh shit, and then all hell breaks loose, the volcanoes erupting, like that was just like cool.
Yeah, but it's just the fact. I don't like that they went back. I just couldn't get over like how stupid they were. I couldn't agree with anything they were doing. Like, you stupid. Like I almost wanted them all to die for being stupid. And if they had all died, the dinosaurs wouldn't have gotten loose in North America, and now they're going to murder a bunch of people.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's such
that's
an interesting third movie, though.
that's the pro. You think it's gonna be interesting?
It's a really interesting concept in my mind. I think they're gonna find a way to fuck it up, but I mean, if done right, it could potentially be a good movie.
The thing is, you should be able to take out a dinosaur, like, with a high caliber rifle, right? If you have if you're, especially if you're in Nevada, where a lot more people have guns. If you're in San Francisco, nobody's got a gun, or Oakland, right? They're kind of hosed. But I mean, a high-powered rifle. Well, I don't know. Like an assault rifle, you're gonna have hard time killing a big dinosaur, right? Even I heard an M16 will not penetrate a bear's skull. That bullet won't go through, so you're just gonna piss it off. You can get it in the, but you can shoot it in the stomach. But I heard it won't penetrate a bear's skull. But again, in the belly, it doesn't have bones, right? So it's gonna go through and damage its organs. But it's not gonna die right away. I mean, you can get it in the heart. I just, what are the citizens gonna get their guns and fight, or what are they gonna like? What, you know? Or is the army gonna come in with tanks?
How do they control it?
Mm-hmm.
Are dinosaurs just going to become a part of wildlife, and that's just going to be something you see and be like, oh my god, stay away from that? Like, what's to stop them from just coming in and killing everybody?
Yeah, because they don't care about the city. They're not afraid of people, right?
Yeah.
Our wildlife is afraid of people. Well, most animals, right?
Yeah.
Bears don't live in the city. They got shoved out.
You'll see coyotes running around in the city every once in a while, but I mean...
Coyotes and maybe a mountain lion, and even then, they don't like live in the city. They'll come down if they're... Yeah, it's a rarity. Like raccoons and stuff, I guess, because... I don't know, but what dinosaurs don't give a shit.
Is it T-Rex like, oh, don't, like, careful in the forest, there's T-Rex there.
Yeah, exactly. And then is it gonna eat all the bears? Like,
it's gonna fuck up like everything.
Yeah, it's gonna eat. It's gonna throw off the entire ecosystem is hosed, man. The ecosystem is not prepared for these.
And what about that giant thing in the water?
Oh my dude, it was eating the surfer. Yeah.
So now, like, this is like the Megalodon movie.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, spin-off right there.
Is that a Universal? That thing's gonna fight the Megalodon.
I think that's a Universal movie. Totally match that.
Maybe one's a boy, one's a girl, and then they're gonna have like baby Megalodons. Oh. And then they're gonna evolve and they can fly and shit like dragon. It's fucking Lord of the Rings.
If the Meg is successful, they'll be like, alright, let's make a spin-off with our dinosaur fish.
Yeah, and then it's gonna evolve because of DNA, and then it's gonna get wings, and it can fly out like a fucking dragon, spit fire. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, this is gonna get out of control. Cause that's what Universal does, dude. Like the first Fast and Furious was a grounded about car racing and kind of they were robbing trucks.
Even the first couple.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden this dude is riding on top of a tank that flips over, and he flies across a fucking 1,000-foot hole in between the two freeways into the other freeway, through the window, and lands in the passenger seat of the other car.
Oh, man.
And I've been joking that Fast and Furious is going to go to space. I saw an article the other day where the director's like, it's possible to go to space. I'm like, oh my god, dude, rockets are gonna come out of the side of the fucking thing. He's gonna, and he's just gonna put his shirt over his nose. He's like, well, how are you gonna breathe? Oh, I got it. I got this. He's gonna cover his fucking, put a bandana over his nose. Now I can breathe.
In their defense, I haven't seen the 8th one, but I've seen the first 7, and I thought all of them were pretty good. So at least those movies were pretty good.
I liked the 5th one. The 6th one, I think, with the tank, I fell asleep. And then the 7th...
the 7th, in my opinion, was actually really good.
Was that the one where
The
he jumps
seventh
the
was one of
car from one building to the other?
the. I think so. The most memorable part about that movie is just the fact that it was Paul Walker's last.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember he was running on top of a bus.
And James Wan did that movie. And I really like James Wan.
Yeah, that's why that one made... I think Paul Walker dying was a big reason. You know.
Yeah.
And then the 8th one had the Charlize Theron in the submarine.
Yeah, I didn't see the 8th one.
You know what? I actually
once
liked...
you get towards the 8th movie, I'm just kind of like, whoa.
I liked all of them up to 5. And then... I actually am one of the people... I started to like it less when The Rock came. I know he was in there in 5, and I liked 5. I didn't see the 3rd one, though, because I was like, Tokyo Drift. I don't want to see little Hondas and shit.
I didn't Tokyo Drift didn't have anything to do with
any of the original characters,
really.
yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad. It was actually a good one.
Yeah, they tried to connect it retroactively. To say that that dude was over there, and then... okay.
Yeah. He shut up his dad. Alright, we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways, you guys got our scores. I gave it a 42. Venom gave it a 62?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's been kind of a lengthy one. lot to say. But like and yeah, about we'll see how right we are when the next one comes out. Dido Man. All right.
Hey man, I hope it does good though. I mean, it's not like I want it to fail.
I want it to be good. I want it to be great. But I could tell they're just gonna go over the top with it.
Yeah.
Into like absurdity. But anyway, alright, you guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.